Imagine an invisible terror spreading rapidly, taking lives indiscriminately, and bringing an empire to its knees. This was the reality of the Justinian plague. In the heart of the Byzantine Empire, during the reign of its greatest emperor, Justinian I, an unseen enemy began to spread. It was the year 541 AD, a time when the empire was at the height of its power. But beneath the surface, a deadly threat was brewing, one that would soon bring the empire to the brink of destruction. Named after the emperor himself, the Justinian plague emerged without warning, and spread rapidly across the empire. From the bustling markets of Constantinople to the distant provinces, no corner of the empire was spared. This invisible terror began to take lives, striking down soldiers on the battlefield and citizens in their homes alike. The plague was no respecter of status or wealth. It claimed the lives of both the mighty and the meek, leaving a trail of death and despair in its wake. The streets that once echoed with the sounds of commerce and laughter were now filled with the wails of the bereaved and the silence of the dead. The scale of this devastation was unprecedented. Within a short span of time, millions of lives were lost. The once thriving empire was brought to its knees, and an era of fear, grief, and uncertainty was ushered in. But the Justinian plague was not just a rampant disease. It was a catalyst for chaos, causing upheaval in every facet of life. The social fabric of the empire was torn apart, the economy crumbled, and the political landscape was forever altered. The Justinian plague was not just a disease, it was a harbinger of chaos. The dawn of despair had arrived, and it would leave a mark on history that would echo through the centuries. The first pandemic in human history served as a stark reminder of the fragility of human societies and the devastation that can arise when they are faced with an unstoppable force. The Justinian plague was not a silent killer. It echoed loudly in the social, economic, and cultural life of the Byzantine Empire. The grip of the plague on Byzantium society was akin to a vice, squeezing it with a force that was both unyielding and relentless. The social fabric, once vibrant and tightly woven, began to unravel with alarming speed. A significant decrease in population, an inevitable consequence of the plague, led to a profound shift in societal dynamics. The bustling streets grew quiet, homes stood empty, and the social interactions that once defined the very essence of Byzantine life dwindled. The plague's impact was not confined to the social sphere. The once thriving economy of Byzantium was not immune to its devastating effects. The significant dip in population led to a reduction in the workforce, which in turn weakened international trade. The ripple effect of this was an economic crisis, deep and far-reaching. The once bustling markets fell silent, trade routes were deserted, and the robust economy of the empire began to crumble under the weight of the plague. The cultural impacts of the Justinian plague were equally profound. Byzantium, a beacon of technology, art, and education, began to dim under the plague's shadow. The decline in population meant fewer minds to fuel technological progress, fewer hands to create art, and fewer learners to keep the flame of education burning. The cultural life of Byzantium, once vibrant and diverse, began to wane. The echoes of the plague resonated in empty libraries, deserted workshops, and silent theaters. In essence, the Justinian plague was a voracious entity that consumed not only lives but also the very fabric of Byzantine society. It gnawed at the social structure, destabilized the economy, and stifled the cultural life of the empire. The plague didn't just claim lives, it claimed the very essence of Byzantine society. The Justinian plague didn't discriminate, and the political elite were not spared. This merciless disease cut through society's strata, leaving a trail of desolation in its wake. It was a ruthless equalizer. From the highest nobility to the common folk, none were immune to its devastating effects. As the plague ravaged the empire, it also set in motion a tectonic shift in the political landscape. The Byzantine Empire, once a bastion of stability, was thrust into a vortex of uncertainty. The death of key political figures and nobility created a power vacuum that threatened the very fabric of the empire. The once mighty Byzantine edifice was on the brink of collapse, its political structure teetering precariously. With the established order upturned, the stage was set for regional leaders to rise. These individuals, who had once been mere players in the grand political theater, now found themselves thrust into the limelight. They seized the opportunity the chaos presented, staking their claims to power and influence within the empire. The result was an intricate dance of intrigue and power plays, as these regional leaders vied for dominance. But the rise of these regional powers brought with it a new set of challenges. The empire was plunged into a state of internal conflict, as these leaders clashed over territories, resources, and influence. The unity that had once defined the Byzantine Empire was now a distant memory, replaced by a patchwork of feuding factions. The once cohesive empire was now a fractured mosaic, its unity fragmented by the plague's relentless onslaught. Yet, even amidst this political pandemonium, there were glimmers of resilience. Some leaders rose above the petty power struggles, championing the cause of unity and stability. They navigated the treacherous political waters, seeking to restore order to the empire. Their efforts, though often fraught with challenges, served as a beacon of hope in an otherwise bleak landscape. In the face of the plague, the political map of the empire was redrawn in the ink of chaos. Yet even in the midst of this upheaval, the Byzantine Empire demonstrated a remarkable ability to adapt and endure. The political pandemonium, while devastating, also paved the way for change and evolution, a testament to the empire's resilience in the face of adversity. Despite the devastation, the Byzantine Empire did not crumble. It rose from the ashes like a phoenix. The Justinian plague, with all its horror and destruction, left a devastated empire in its wake. But like the mythological bird rising from the ashes, the Byzantine Empire did not allow this catastrophe to be its end. Instead, it became a catalyst for transformation and renewal. In the aftermath of the plague, major reforms were initiated. The empire started to rebuild itself from the ground up, focusing on strengthening its internal structure. The mass extermination of nobility and political figures had created a vacuum in the government, but this void was filled by leaders who were determined to restore the empire to its former glory. They initiated reforms that aimed at consolidating the empire's power and stability. The plague had also exposed the vulnerability of the empire's public health system. This led to an increased focus on improving health and safety measures. The empire began to invest more in medical research and healthcare facilities. The development and implementation of public health policies became a priority. The empire understood that to prevent another catastrophe, it needed a robust health system that could effectively manage and control disease outbreaks. But the changes were not only confined to political and health sectors. The empire also saw a cultural revival. The decrease in population had led to a decline in trade and a slowdown in technological progress. But the empire managed to turn this around. It began to invest more in arts and education, leading to a cultural renaissance that would lay the foundation for the empire's future prosperity. The Justinian plague was a cruel teacher, but the lessons learned proved invaluable for the empire's survival. It taught the empire about its vulnerabilities and the importance of preparedness. It highlighted the need for strong leadership, effective public health policies, and a resilient society. And most importantly, it showed that even in the face of the most devastating pandemics, it is possible to rise from the ashes, rebuild, and come out stronger. The Justinian plague, a grim reminder of humanity's vulnerability, echoes through history. The significance of the Justinian plague is monumental. It serves as a poignant reminder, a deafening echo from the past that reverberates into our present, reminding us of our fragility in the face of nature's invisible threats. Yet, it also stands as a testament to our enduring strength and adaptability. The Justinian plague underscores the importance of scientific and medical advancements. It was a time when the understanding of disease was limited, and the tools to combat it were rudimentary at best. The plague swept through populations with a devastating ease that would be unimaginable today. It highlights how far we've come, the battles we've won against diseases that once seemed invincible, and the importance of continuing our pursuit of knowledge and advancement in these fields. It also reminds us of the crucial role of public cooperation and responsibility. The plague, like any pandemic, was a collective crisis. It required a unified response, a shared sense of responsibility. From the highest echelons of power to the humblest citizen, everyone had a part to play in combating the unseen enemy. It's a lesson that resonates today, reminding us that in the face of a common threat, our greatest strength lies in our unity and shared responsibility. Overcoming the Justinian plague was a testament to humanity's resilience and hope. Even in the face of such overwhelming adversity, the human spirit prevailed. People found ways to survive, to adapt, to rebuild. They didn't just endure, they emerged stronger, more prepared to face future challenges. It's a message of hope, a beacon that guides us even in our darkest hours. The Justinian plague, a dark chapter in our history, continues to teach us the importance of unity, resilience, and hope in the face of adversity. It serves as a reminder that even in the face of the most daunting challenges, we have the capacity to overcome and emerge stronger. It's a lesson from history that continues to echo, reminding us of who we are and who we can be. That's a wrap for today, folks. If you enjoyed, tap that like button. Don't miss out on the fun. Subscribe to stay tuned. The excitement is just beginning.